All my new traders and all of my existing traders, if you know what's going on in the prop firm industry, or if you're interested in even going into prop firms, I have the perfect video that I will be breaking down on how to find a perfect prop firm, whether if you trade crypto, forex, futures, stocks, or even indices. In this video, I want to break down to you of what prop firm makes sense for you, as we have hundreds of different prop firms out right now, and what prop firm you should go with. And also, if you watch towards this entire video, I will be breaking down a strategy that I implement all the time to become a funded prop firm trader as well. So that is exactly what we'll be doing in this video. Do me one favor, make sure you like this video, and let's go ahead and get straight to it. So PROPFIRMMATCH.com is a way for us to filter out different specific prop firms, rather if that's the amount of money you want to trade with, or rather if that's the particular industry you want to get into, rather if it's stocks, indices, futures, forex, or crypto. And also additional to that, it even breaks down comparisons from one prop firm to another. And also the most important part in my eyes is reviews. So you're able to see all of this in one site where it will break everything down for you. So I'm going to walk you through it, kind of walk through the benefits of if you were this type of trader, a new trader, or if you are an existing trader and you might have been burned out from a prop firm that might have went MIA, or you might have just basically said, I'm ready to try something new. I'm going to break that down. And then once again, I'm going to talk about the strategy as well. So first and foremost, let's say you are considered a futures or forex trader, which is pretty much the most commonly platforms that is being utilized in the prop firm industry right now. You have the compare firms, offers, bestsellers, reviews, favorite firms, and unlisted. Now the compare firms are pretty much what it sounds like. If you want to compare one prop firm to another, this is probably going to be your choice of option. However, in this video, what I actually want to show you is more in depth as far as how you can filter out to find the perfect prop firm. For someone like me as a trader, mainly I'm focusing on two things. One, I would prefer to be able to copy from one platform to another, so I will need that to be a thing. News, of course, that has to be a thing because I am a scalper, and also on top of that, sometimes I like to hold trades for a certain amount of time. And that being said, news trading is probably preferred for me. Weekend trading or weekend holding is not too much into it, but those are like my main two things, right? Another thing you also want to consider is the one platform they're using. Of course, for my traders that is experienced, you know, of course, MT4, MT5, and you know the situation with that. Let's say you're interested in something else like Trade Locker or Match Trader. I know those two, and DX Trade are like the most popular ones that's popping up now. Let's say you want to trade this platform. So now what you can do is Expert Advisor, that's me. News Trading, that's me. The brokers, I'm not too particular into the brokers, so I'm just gonna leave that how it is. And then also for me on the platform side, I would prefer Trade Locker. That is like my go-to. However, you do have other platforms out there like Act Trader, Think Trader, or Think Traders here, but you got other platforms. You can always hit other platforms. Match Trader, DX Trader. I'm gonna do DX Trader because those are like my two that I am familiar with and I utilized before, right? And then of course the country, you definitely want to try to grab United States. So within that, you pretty much have your bundles of different brokers you can work with, right? And then you can kind of pick and choose as far as this is the only broker I know that uses DX and or Trade Locker, and that allows USA clients, right? Let's say that maybe you're in United Kingdom. I know I got a lot of followers in United Kingdom. We pretty much got the same exact thing. Let's say India, and then let's do United States, and let's switch it up a bit, and let's say we do C Trader and we add MT5. So you pretty much have different variants of what is allowed if you decide to go with this option, right? Now another thing that you also want to be and pay close attention to is, are you only interested in trading forex, indices, commodities, crypto, or even futures, as that's a thing as well, stocks and whatnot? And if so, you have to select that so you know where to go from there. Now, something very important I do want to talk about is this exclusive offers that they have. Basically what this means is you're able to see exclusive offers. So if anybody here uses like Apex, or I think Apex might be the only one who's really doing it right now, they're like offering 60-70% off on their funded challenges, and everybody's utilizing it. This is the place you can do this. So if you are, let's just say you're like, man, I don't really care who I use. If you're new and you're kind of like, I don't know who to use, what should I use? Definitely make sure you continue watching this video, because I'm gonna show you a strategy that can get you funded too. The end of the day is, for a new trader, your goal is to pick, for one, the country, two, what you can afford. And then 3, if you have an general idea, if you are looking to swing trade, and swing trade basically is just holding trades over the weekend and then news trading. I feel like those are the most important things you want to follow. Within that, you can come into here and you can look through all of the different offers that they are offering. And then the cool thing about this is, let's say that you are interested in one of these prop firms, you can definitely go ahead and buy from here. And on top of that, you can even, like I said, if you like something like a Funding Pips or MyFX or Funded FX, you can compare the two to see the difference in front of you visually to know, all right, you know what, think I'm gonna go with this one rather than that one. So that's important to know, because that is the gold mine of finding the prop firm nowadays, because the prop firm industry is definitely saturated, and it's not a bad thing at all. It's just every trader is different, and every prop firm has a different approach for different traders. So that's important. Now, one thing I want to mention with PROPFIRMMATCH.com is they do offer a loyalty program. So with this loyalty program, what it essentially means is if you went ahead and you completed by signing up for one of these prop firms through their site, you do earn loyalty points. And what these loyalty points does is accumulates as time comes, as you keep purchasing through them. And when you earn a certain amount of loyalty points, you can redeem these points to get a free challenge. So the beauty of that is, if you guys want to, let's say, get a free challenge, maybe for yourself, maybe for your family, or maybe just to have another account just to grow on it, this would be an opportunity to take this on, because it's free for sure. And all you're doing is just adding points and adding points. So if you guys are interested in using the loyalty program, I do have a link down below that can double your points if you decide to use my affiliate code to sign up and get the loyalty points. So that being said, make sure you check that down below. And I do, like I promised earlier, want to get into the actual strategy that I've used for my bot, I use for myself, and I haven't did a strategy video in a while, and this is going to be pretty fun. So let's get to it. All right, so there is this saying that I like to say, basically it's called the 4 quantum phases of trading, and this is something we actually teach in our boot camp. Basically, this is a step process, a very detailed step process that I follow to the T when it comes to me trading. The first thing that you always want to make sure you pay attention to is a higher time frame, like a 4-hour time frame. The reason being is because you don't know what direction this market could be heading, right? We can see that it's going up, going down, or we can see it going sideways on a smaller scale, but on a higher time frame, we have the overall picture. So when we're looking into trading in that opportunity that is being presented to us right then and there, the first thing we have to be able to pick up is, wait, what time frame, or wait, what direction is this going? Is this going up on a higher scale or going down? Because it's almost like you're trying to drive to a destination, but you don't even know where technically you're going long run. You just know that you're going, what, maybe south or north, or maybe you don't even know you're going south or north because you haven't looked at it in the bigger picture. So the idea here is to understand the direction, understand the actual trend, right? If we're going down, I always say focus on the higher scale and then use the lower scale to get in the trade based off the higher play. So if we see on a higher scale, like a 4-hour, that we are dropping, your question and the only thing that you need to ask yourself is, if we're dropping, where are we at now within that 5 to 15 minute time frame? If you notice market is doing one of these up moves, don't always buy it, because the last thing you want to do is get in a buy and you get caught in imbalances or fair value gap or demand or supply and it just drops. So when it comes to me trading and I'm looking at this play and I see that, oh, this is my high here and we broke through this high, and I'm like, I want to buy it. Everybody's buying it, right? Because obviously they're scalping and they're like, I can be in and out this market. Okay, that's cool, but let's see how that works out long run. Is it going to really work out? So essentially, what I like to do is play it smart. And me playing it smart is, let me ask myself, within this most recent range, because price likes to act off of previous data. So this data is this most recent range. Price never created actual C data point from the A and B. And what I mean by that is this right here is the A and B. I'm looking at this range to see what levels needs to get tested again, because there's orders left here that bankers and institutions is ready to eat up, and even the algorithm. So I'm looking at the highest point, which is obviously this high here, but I'm more concerned in looking at anything above my Fibonacci, which is really the 618, or sorry, the 50%, sorry, because the 50% basically balance equilibriums out everything. Typically, when it comes to me creating a strategy, I create the most simplest strategy, and my goal is to make sure I follow it so I don't go out of proportion than anything else. Get in this trade knowing that I'm looking for obviously the sell, but I'm getting in this trade once I establish price hitting structural level above the 50. So if we were to look at this play here, this is the play that we took here. These plays is all you looking for. You look for the most recent range. We already established on the 4 hour that we're going down. What will throw everybody off is seeing a play like this. If we, let me go ahead and remove this so we can see it. If we see that the high is broken, the first thing we're asking ourselves is, wait on the pullback, I'm going to buy it. And let's just say this was a beautiful double bottom engulfing candle, and you're ready to buy it, and it just shoots down. That is the biggest mistake that I see 90% of the traders make. So instead, use the higher scale to map the lower time frames out. So for me, I'm looking at this imbalance and fair value gap order block area. That's basically its inducement here, and we need to fulfill this area, and we need to close this gap, and we need to ride it back down, because the higher scale, the big boy, the big dog, is telling me we're dropping. So in my eyes, in my mind, all I need is that one candle to tell me. And if you wanted to be really aggressive, you could have just entered here and then just sold it. And then from there, I'm using my Fibonacci to kind of map out the TP levels, because what happens is with Fibonacci, it gives you potential new lows or potential new highs. So anywhere in this gap, this red box is what I like to call my P and L. P and L means potential new low. And within my potential new low, this is where I am looking for market to potentially reverse or just do another play to continue right back down. So having a strategy like this can help you be successful in getting funded and also getting payouts, as it done for me multiple times. And of course, guys, if you are looking for an account and to get funded, we do have Funded Pro. You do get the 15% off. If you want to go ahead and sign up with that, you can. And then also on top of that, if you guys want to get in tune with more in depth of what we do in teaching in our boot camps, we do have classes. We actually have in-person classes we will be doing soon in the Chicago area. So if you are in Chicago, I would appreciate you to link up with me and we can get things going. But other than that, make sure you like, subscribe. I'll see you in my next video. Your boy Solo, I'm out. Peace.